up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today is January 24th, 2026. In case you didn't know, now you know. I am getting my morning started. I already went to the gym, I already washed my car, and I decided to do a fun video that I had an idea brought to me. So, as you can see from my shades, we are at my local Target, and I decided to do a video here at Target giving you guys some of my things that has made me a better father in a way. I would say tools or things like tips or advice that I want to give to other fathers who will have kids in the future, maybe this year, next year, or years to come. I just want to tell you guys things that have worked for me as a single father that has helped me raise my daughter, Natalia del Rio. So come with me. Let's go to my local Target and let's get into this video, shall we? Okay, so I just parked my car and we're outside Target. We're about to go in. It's the newest Target in the local area for me, and I want to go check it out with you guys. And like I said, I had this idea of wanting to help out other single fathers or just parents in general that are going to have babies this year or next year or years to come. Things that have helped me that I wish I would have known when I was going to have my daughter, you know? Go ahead, go. You good? All right, so we're about to go in right now. This car was trying to decide whether to run me over or not, but we're gonna go in and check out this Target. Okay, so one thing that has helped me with Natalia is obviously being aware of the shows that she watches, the cartoons, the movies, and not only knowing what she watches, like knowing the characters, knowing who she likes. Like, for example, Sky, Paw Patrol has been a big part of Natalia's first years, you know. They also have a spinoff called Rubble and Crew. She likes watching Super Kitties. And going to Target has helped me because not only is a place where they have toys, it's kind of like my Toys R Us. You know, I see my daughter like into the Mickey, Minnie stuff, Super Kitties. She has this one show that she really likes, Robo Go-Go. But the weirdest thing, they have no toys. I have gone to different places and not found a single toy. Why? I don't know. Bluey. Another thing that has been a big part of Natalia's first couple years is obviously the baby section. Babies raising babies. How they say, kids raising other kids. Look at this one. I like this one. Natalia likes her babies. She feeds them, puts them to sleep. Also puppies. Yep. Oh, another thing. Surprisingly, my daughter is always into the Target carts and baskets. Interesting. Section that hasn't hit me yet is the Barbie section. My daughter does have dolls, but not really big into them. She's still into the Disney stuff, like Frozen, Moana. She likes buying the Disney princess with her mama. They dress up. Tea sets. So if you're gonna be a dad and you have a baby girl, you know, you want to spoil them and go all out. And the reason why I say that is because the advice that gets passed down from guy to guy, whenever they date a man or there's a man that comes into their life, you want to set the standard. So when your daughter has a boyfriend or brings a guy home, you're like, is he opening the door for you? Is he buying you dinner? Treating you right, being respectful, all that stuff. For me personally, one of the things that you look forward to or you do a lot as a parent is bath time. So this rinser is soft, doesn't hurt. If it falls, it won't hurt nobody. Where you turn on and turn off the water, like the water faucet, this cover to like protect them from hitting their heads, has been a big thing for me. Recently, I got her this ABC numbers so it sticks on the walls, and we can practice, putting names together, spelling her name, my name, you know, telling her what the numbers are, the letters. One thing that I bought her when she was a kid was these little toys that she can like put in the water while she's in the water or in the tub. Another thing that I got her that was really good for me was this floor mat that sticks on the floor of the bathtub, so there's no slips, prevents falling. Another cup that I just recently got is this one. Kind of controls the flow of the water when you're pouring them on their head, washing off the shampoo. That's a good one. Here's one of my favorite inventions that I got to learn as a father. The fold and go potty seat cover. You're taking your kids on the road, you're taking your kids to the store, you got things to do as a parent. Life doesn't stop for no one. This one will save you plenty of time, especially when you're taking your kids to the restroom. Don't have to worry about a seat cover because you got it right here with you. The thing that comes in handy as they grow older is a step stool for them, like when they're potty training, while they're washing their hand, brushing their teeth. That's another one I recommend. The thing that I learned as a father is Johnson's detangler spray for the hair. When you're brushing your girl's hair, your baby girl's hair, you don't want them to go ow, ow, ow. Spray some of that on, and it's gonna help you with your baby girl who has curly hair. Straighten that hair. Baby Johnson's for me personally. When I'm showering my baby girl, head to toe, they have a morning one. They have one that helps them relax for nighttime. I like this product. The one that I learned as a dad, as your baby girl is growing from a baby to a toddler, butt paste, help prevent rashes from them pottering or going pee-pee in their diaper, So some tips right there for you guys that I will pass on to my single fathers or, people who are going to be parents. As a single parent or a joint parent, you always want to have a good bag, a bag to put all your baby belongings, your diapers, your baby wipes, boogie wipes, clothes, extra clothes in case they wet themselves, snacks, drinks, water. Always want to prepare yourself. Always prepare yourself for worst case scenario. That's tip 101. Me, I always grew up like wearing shades. So wearing shades, protecting your baby's eyes as you're going to the park, going outside. Like I said, life keeps happening and it doesn't wait for nobody. Containers like this where you can separate your food in little small portions, pretzels, carrots, grapes, strawberries, that will come in handy as you out and about with your kids. One of the first things once you have a kid is having a place for them to grow up, a room, a baby room. And in that baby room, you may want to have one of these comfy chairs when you're rocking your baby to sleep. When you're rocking your baby to sleep and reading them books or just holding them, doing that skin to skin bonding, this will come in handy, definitely. So think about a good chair, a relaxing chair. You might even sleep with your baby on the chair. You might not even make it to your bed just because you just want to be with your baby. Obviously, an obvious one, a good stroller. You always want to have a good stroller. You have to think about, you don't want something too heavy, a little light, but also being able to take you to places that you do. Like if you're an outdoor person, get you one that you can handle whether you're going to the store, maybe going to the park, maybe you're a person that likes to work out, go hiking. Same thing with your baby car seat. That's another one that's very important. For me, like the protection, the neck area, when they fall asleep, they're leaning the head forward, the cushion, always got to pay attention. There's so many different baby seats, but you got to find one that fits you and your baby. Also the size of your baby, because babies come in different sizes. These little baby strollers, or like for your kids, love them because those are light work. Like I said, if you're going to a quick store and they get tired, like for me, my first year having Natalia, I would like to walk around the block, my neighborhood, show her the Christmas lights, show her the Halloween decoration, and that will come in handy. When they start walking, they might not be able to make the whole trip, so that will help you from carrying them and trying to bring them back to your house. Believe me, I've done that a couple times, like going to the park with Natalia. We go there, we make it, she has fun, and then I'm carrying her all the way back home. And it's not easy as they get older and get bigger and taller. This is becoming a new one for me. A place to put Natalia's toys. Now, as your kids get older, they start liking many shows, so they start adding a lot of toys. So, what kind of toys, where do you put them? You know, this one has toys, you know, you want to make it easy where they can put it away, nicely, and they can pick it up too, They might start off with something like this, and then the toys start getting bigger, the amounts start getting bigger. So, and you like depending on the room, maybe you share a room, maybe they have their own room. You gotta think about those things. It was something that I learned as I became a father. Humidifiers, they will help you with your babies during the first 2 years. Vapor pads, to help them breathe, have a good night's sleep. So think about those things. Your baby is going to get sick eventually. Another one that has been like a popular one for us is Zabrize for coughing, runny nose. I didn't even know they had like popsicles for this, or to help them like chew instead of having like some kind of liquid, or have them drink something. It will help them out because Natalia never wants to drink anything or pass anything through her mouth. So that's definitely something that will come in handy. Here's another one. Hair ties and hair clips. That's a big one because there's so many selections. And depending on your daughter, she's going to let you know right away what she likes and what she doesn't like. First, you start off with the basic, then you go with the colors, different fashions. Yeah, and a good brush too. That's very important. The last thing that I want to share with you guys that has been helpful for me is managing my time, and also finding time to break things down throughout the day. Like, it's good if you have like a schedule, if you're a planner, if you're a type of person that use like a planner or a calendar. But another thing is books. Surprisingly, my daughter likes going to the library, picking out books and flipping through the pages. I wouldn't say she's a reader, but she does like to glance at the pages and go through books and sit down. And you can always call it a quiet time, a little like, do things where you're outside, like the park, the playground, but also you can do stuff indoor, like indoor playgrounds or like a library. I also have like dinner dates with your kids, which I've been doing with my daughter a lot towards the end in the beginning of this year. So just some quality advice, tips that I have that I can share with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I've been able to give you something that you didn't think about, that I will now make you think about as you start your own journey as becoming parents and raising your kids, whether you have a boy or girl. Good luck to you guys. Yeah, as I'm leaving this Target, like I always said, all the obvious things, buying toys, buying clothes, buying diapers, those are obvious things that you're going to need as a parent. One thing that I need to show you guys is finding like a good sippy cup, bottle. I think in the beginning, a kid would adapt to any bottle, but once they get to that sippy cup, some of them might take a little longer to get there, but once you do, you always want to have like a good water bottle, maybe a thermo, You know, that way if you're out and about, it's cool or warm, depending on you and what you do and what you prepare for your kids. That's always good to have. And those are some of my tips. Those are some of the things that I can think about, talk about, and share with you guys, because I don't think nobody is really ready to be a dad or a mom, you know, regardless what age you are, no matter what books you read, what advice you get, you know, you kind of just got to go through it, and whatever happens will happen. And the best thing that you can do for your kids is just be there. Always be there. Don't want to be one of those parents that are not there for their kids. With that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, real quick, I was watching the playback of the video I just did of, you know, trying to help out some single parents or parents in general who are about to have kids this year or next year. Just giving you some of my tips and advice of things that might help you out. A couple things I want to add that I didn't say in the video. Number one, that all the things that I was giving you guys tips on and advice on doesn't mean you have to go out all at once and get it. But these are just some things that have helped me in my first couple of years of being a father. Right now, Natalia is 4, and I didn't have all these things all at once. It just kind of like, as Natalia grew, I noticed that things I needed to get to always make sure my daughter is safe and protected, you know? Two, when I had my daughter in the car seat and I would go on long drives, you know, and she would fall asleep in the car and she'd be sitting in her car seat, I mentioned in one part of my video that she would always lean forward. So I ended up grabbing this thing that hooks onto the baby seat that she has. Kind of looks like a bandana, and it holds her head in place. So instead of her just like going to the side or going forward, because once you have a kid and you see kids, you'll see them lean all the way to the front. It will help hold them in place. It will keep them in place, and that would make me feel better as a parent, knowing that, you know, my daughter can breathe. I know that she's okay, you know. What's another thing I wanted to mention? Oh, having a blanket in your car, like the way I do. I like to keep some of Natalia's things in my car as well. Like I have her soccer ball, I have a basketball, and I also have like this picnic blanket where if we go to a park, we can lay down on. She can bring her toys. Like I said, I mentioned the bag. Always have another bag in case she wants to bring toys, or your kids, whether a boy or girl, once again, if they want to bring any stuffed animals or toys along, you have that. One for their stuff, one for your stuff. And yeah, those are some of the things that I was thinking about that I did not mention as I was in Target. But I hope you guys liked the video, and if you guys want to see a part 2, because there's other things I can give you guys advice on, that maybe things that you might need at home, like a bed, a crib, things that I've done with Natalia that helps me bond with her. Maybe you need no tips on what to do when your kid gets older. Maybe we can make this like a whole new thing, you know. So I'm trying to do something different. Obviously I've been a father for 4 years now, and obviously I can add some of that tips for you fellas and for you single parents, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Mothers, girls, please support, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to 500 subscribers. That's the goal for this year. As always, it's your boy Ricky Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, not keeping you entertained, or give you something to think about, talk about, your boy Ricky Rick ain't doing his job, and you already know your boy Ricky Rick does his job. Until next time, guys,